Is allergy season, and for the youngest members of our community, the symptoms can be a bit scary. But as parents navigate the impacts, we have some tips that can help you through the allergy season. Fox 12's Carly Olson spoke with some parents today and brings us more. Carly?
Allergy season in our region typically starts at the end of February and can run as late as June, but it can be difficult to distinguish the symptoms between allergies, colds, and even COVID. Parents we spoke with say that they're less anxious this year about noticing those symptoms, but they're still keeping an eye out for the common signs.
I'm just trying to give this allergy season a lot more grace and not really worry and panic about it if it is just a cough.
Randy Castro has a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old and says certain symptoms don't concern her as much as they did during the pandemic.
I definitely was a lot more on top of it and like I said, maybe a little more worried about it. If it was coughing or any of those COVID symptoms, I was definitely right on top of them, checking the fevers, checking anything that could show that it was COVID or anything.
So it's really hard to tell anymore.
Cheryl Karuba enjoys spending time with her 2 young grandsons, and she keeps an eye on even the mild symptoms in herself to make sure she's not spreading anything to them.
So now, in the springtime, if you have a high scratchy throat and whatever, you're like, oh, am I having some kind of allergic reaction or is it COVID? So I test more frequently, especially if I have any exposure to people.
The Pediatric Associates of the Northwest says there are some signs to look out for that are specific to allergies versus a cold or COVID. They include itchy or red eyes, a sore or itchy throat, a runny nose with clear discharge, or even small rashes. And some of their tips for preventing those symptoms include having kids change their clothes after being outside, washing hands regularly, and changing the filters in your HVAC system once a month. The parents I spoke to said they're keeping an eye on those symptoms as well as common cold signs, but they know it's inevitable that allergies and sickness in general will come around eventually.
Just trying to stay hydrated and, we have medicine if it gets really bad, if the kids are just really uncomfortable. But other than that, just, everybody gets allergies. Everybody has to deal with it at some point. It's just something we're going to have to face at some point and, let them be kids and let them work through it on their own and step in if I need to.
For more on the allergy symptoms to keep an eye out for, you can visit the web version of this story at kptv.com. Reporting in Beaverton, Carly Olson, Fox 12 Oregon.